Good evening, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to New Game Plus of Gotham Knights, featuring Redhood as our playable character. Good evening, hope everyone is well and I hope your week has gone the way you wanted it to. We're back this evening for just over 2 hours of Gotham Knights as we continue with our journey through New Game Plus, using the character you guys selected in the community post, Redhood. Redhood so far has worked perfectly through New Game Plus. Haven't had any issues. My fear is the man-bats. We know we're going to hit them later on, and that is my big fear with the character you guys chose. But only time will tell how bad it's really going to be. But I'm trying to do something while I'm filling in the YouTube side. Multitasking is definitely not my forte. Really annoying. But I hope you're all well. I can see someone's in chat. Bear with me, I can't read it while I'm filling in the YouTube site. Give me 2 seconds and I will catch up. We had a fantastic live stream of Genshin Impact this morning. It was incredible. So thank you to everyone who joined us for that. The mode I wasn't expecting to be really good was really good. So I was thoroughly surprised. In a good way. And thank you those that have watched our Dirt 5 look back video. As I said in it, I really enjoyed filming it. I loved doing it with my son. And his first ever platinum trophy. I'll call it his first. I'm quite happy with him to take the plaudits, to be honest. And as I said in it, I don't think I would have played it as much if it weren't for the fact that we was doing it together. But thoroughly enjoyed it. So thank you for those that have watched any of the series. It's been enjoyable to make, and Wolverine's own series, although I voice bits and pieces, it's his gameplay, will be out on the channel Tuesday next week, and hopefully that'll be just as enjoyable. We shall see. Okay, Brackley, good evening, how are you? That is done. That is done. Remove that again. So I was going to try and do too many things at once. The YouTube side is all done. Just need to check the sound and we can crack on for the evening. As I say, we started a little bit early, but we've got just over 2 hours. A little over. We just check the sound. Okay, we're all good. We just need to carry on from where we were. The whole point is we need to get to max level, and the only way to do that is to do New Game Plus, which is what we're going to do. You guys voted for the character for us to use for the whole of New Game Plus, and that is Redhood. And so far, the story's been okay. We've managed to keep up with everything. We're not doing any side missions. We're just main story only as we aim for max level. We're currently 33. Max level is 40. That's the trophy we need. Why do you talk about yourself like that, Brackley? There's no need for it. We've got our concussive suit, and we've got our momentum pistols, momentum rounds, and all really, really good high damage. And the next thing, we're heading for the Chelsea Tunnel. Now, if you remember this mission, I think this is the first time we meet the Talons. So we'll get to see how someone a bit slower deals with them. I think we were Nightwing when we first encountered the Talons. He's quite quick. But we have the issue that Redhood isn't. So that could be an issue. But we shall see. All we can do is see what happens once we get there. So we're off to go and face the Talons in the Chelsea Tunnel construction site. I do like his knighthood move. When you're able to just jump and jump. He does look very much like an Iron Man, doesn't he, when he's got the concussive suit on. That's one thing I will say. Right, we did get a bit stuck here before. When we was heading to the Chelsea Tunnel previously, we actually got a bit stuck trying to find a way in. I actually remember where we would go this time, so that makes life a little bit easier. But I also remember this fight is not going to be easy. But in we go. Because it tells you it's above you, but it's actually not. The entrance is straight ahead, if I remember correctly. This is going to be a tricky fight. I'm wrong, actually. It's not straight ahead, is it? It's in that tunnel there. We're going to go in. There we go. There was an update this evening for this, but it didn't change anything. From what I can read patch notes wise, it's a couple of fixes to collectibles, but nothing that's going to really affect us. Okay, let's see. Well, we know what's inside the tunnel. If you haven't seen, obviously, the base game, you may be in for a surprise. We obviously know because we've obviously done this before. This is New Game Plus. But we are using a completely different character for the mission than we were used to, which will make life a little bit different.
Belfry, looks like the workers found a huge pit, then stopped. I'll probably be out of comms range down there. Track me if you can, and I'll check in when I get a signal.
Okay.
Heading down.
We're going to have a wits about us, I think, here.
Just don't make me come down there after you.
Leap of faith. For all the criticism this game has had with reviewers and stuff, and even other people on YouTube and social media, I've thoroughly enjoyed the base game. I'm thoroughly enjoying New Game Plus, and this is coming from someone who doesn't do New Game Plus until recently, where you guys encouraged us to do the Miles Morales New Game Plus, and now this one, as this was your choice to you guys. Until that, I would never have touched New Game Plus, and now I'm actually thoroughly enjoying replaying it without the confines of waiting to see what happens kind of thing. It's a completely different experience, so I kind of understand why people do it a lot more now than they used to. Okay, up we go. I am tentative because I know exactly what we're coming into, and I know also how difficult this was with someone who was a lot quicker, and that's why I'm a little bit worried with you guys' choice of character, but time will tell. Okay, I'm waiting for it, and here they are. The thing that I was worried about is now here. We may be really good. It may be Redhood be suited to the Talons. I'm hoping. It's the lack of speed worries me. As long as we can make up for the lack of speed, it should be okay. Now we know how to stop the Talons. Just making that work. There we go. I suppose in a way his range attack is probably more suited to Talons. Dodging their attacks is going to be a little bit harder with him. Although so far so good actually, pleasantly surprised with how well he dealt with that. Very pleasantly surprised, I thought that was going to be a lot harder. Obviously we do have a momentum ability as well. That turret may become useful, or a lot more useful if we were surrounded by them at some point in the near future. Alright, through the door we go. It is a completely different experience playing as only one character as well. That's something I'm getting used to. But the story isn't that long.
What the hell are they mining?
And I think that's helping as well. We don't, you know, we haven't got massive amounts to get through. New Game Plus, it is a case of just play through the story once again. And we are staying away from everything non-story, admittedly. It may be we need to go and get some crimes done to go towards his 250, but we'll wait till after we've done the New Game Plus story, I think. Okay, we're on the other side. I'm not even worried about boxes and stuff. We'll pick them up if we're nearby, but I'm not overly focused on them. So far, so good. Teddy, good evening, how are you? Okay, we're heading down. I'm just waiting for the big group of Talons to attack. Court of Owl's symbol. Thanks for the line, much appreciated whoever that was. Here they come.
How many of you are there?
A lot. This is where we've got to be a bit more careful. But I think this is also where range will help a little bit more, because we can take them out at distance quite well and stay away from a lot of them. Missed that one. So yeah, we can stay away from the big group fairly simply, I think, here. Yeah, pleasantly surprised so far with Redhood and how he's dealing with the Talons. I thought we'd struggle for speed, but actually not too bad. If you group the Talons together, that does make life a lot easier as well, to be fair. I think the fact that he can fire at such a distance does make a difference. I think he has got the best range attack out of all of the characters you can play as. It definitely works. I got a little caught there. My own fire, I was trying to fire at the wrong one, to be fair, so my mistake. But all good. That is the Talons down. I wasn't going to heal, just to be safe. Doing good, had some pizza for dinner tonight. I'm just going to chill and play Gotham Knights. Nicely done. Where are you at with the story now? Are you finished? Do you do New Game Plus? Where are you actually at? Next, there is a chest here. We're passing it, so we'll pick it up. Okay. So far, my worries about Redhood being too slow for the Talons has become very unfounded. He's done very well against them so far. The story so far as well, it hasn't taken us long to get to where we are. I don't think New Game Plus will last long. I've found though, because we've started a New Game Plus save, it's overwritten our base save, so everything we need trophy-wise has to be done in New Game Plus. Which I wasn't expecting. We didn't have that with... Mars Morales. It was a whole new save file.
Spending a lot of scratch to get at whatever's in the rocks down here.
So I wasn't expecting that, but it is what it is. Okay, we need to examine these things here. It does help when we've done this once before, admittedly. Okay, we've got to go over there, don't we? There's all samples to have a look at. That's one lot of research found. They're fine. I'm trying to remember what else we have to look at here. Oh, there is something on the table over here we missed. Need a scan. Or samples. Now there is one more thing we haven't scanned. Oh, it's down there, that's why. I think I can scan it from here. I can, that will save a bit of time. There we go, all three done.
Whatever they were after has already been extracted.
Through the door. Good evening, Luna. How are you? You want to speak when you sound like you're 12? As I was saying earlier, it's not something you have to do. Yes, it does help a little bit, but there's ways around it. So don't feel like you have to do something if you don't want to. So only do what you're comfortable with doing at the end of the day.
Extraction room. There we go. What? Nobody wants to do science with me? I guess I'll just have to grab a sample for myself.
No one wants to do science with me, is what he just said. Okay, investigate the process. So we have to link these ore samples up, don't we?
What they were after if I examine these samples.
Yeah, we need to link the samples and find the ones that work to these, I believe, if I remember correctly. There you go. So we need to find out what ones connect. Now, there was one... We got it right quite quickly last time. Reacts poorly to previous extraction methods. Has already been extracted. I think it's that one. Already been extracted. Agriculture, commonly used in copper mining. It seems more of this has been used. Is that the right one? No. I was always going to get it wrong, weren't I, the first time round? Gold extraction. If I actually tried not to guess and actually read the stuff, that probably would help, to be fair. Okay, what's this one? Current recoverability rates will not reach a time so this mine is depleted. Okay, this one. Try to use carbonic acid to increase the yields for a failed experiment. This hasn't been extracted yet, so I think we want this one. because we want that one in there. It's not carbonic acid. Does not react. I'm trying to think which one it was. Composite ore. Okay. That's carbonic. I think. Yeah, I think it's this one. There we go. Second time round. You've been it 3 times, once normally, once being a plus. One because of the glitch for an achievement. I had to speed run the entire gun. Again.
Magnesium.
So we're just in the underground mine, to be fair. Oh, good evening, how are you up?
I guess we can run tests back at the Belfry.
So you've definitely given it a good playthrough, haven't you there, Teddy? So we're now back into the mines where we first meet the Talons. So actually we're quite a way into New Game Plus, to be fair. We finished the base game, it's all New Game Plus now with one character. And we're quite a way in, to be honest. I don't think it'll take us too long before we finish New Game Plus. Thanks for the like, but much appreciated. So we should be starting... I think next week, stream-wise, is going to be really up and down, because I've got appointments and also the injections on Friday. I've got to work out how streams are going to work next week. But I think not next week, the week after, I think we will begin God of War 3 Remastered. I think that'll be not next week, the week after. Looking at how things may work. Obviously, I'm going to try and stream as much as I can next week, but I've got to look at how things are going to work. We lose Friday anyway, because of the injections. We lose Saturday evening. But we'll work it out. We always manage somehow. But yeah, hopefully, if all going well, we get all the achievements. We've got a big stream tomorrow morning of this. If we can get a lot of the story finished tomorrow morning's one, the New Game Plus, it's just trophy hunting, which I don't think is going to take too long. I think definitely has replayability, but when it's yeah, I completely understand it's because of the glitch. It's different. I'm thoroughly enjoying my second go through with New Game Plus, probably more than the first one, to be honest. I don't know what it is, but I'm enjoying it more than I expected to. Second time round, without all the surprises as well. God of War Ragnarok, we won't touch that until we've done the other two. The vote, I can't know, the God of War 3 Remastered, because I know none of the story to Ragnarok or God of War. I know none of it. So I want to start as far back as we can go, which is get God of War 3 Remastered. Then we'll do God of War, which is one we discussed, I believe. And then Ragnarok's after that. So we're probably a good month, maybe 2, before we even touch Ragnarok. But at least it gives you guys, you're playing it yourself, you can't play it and understand the story yourself, rather than me spoiling it for anyone. Which is always my worst thing. I don't want to spoil the story for anyone. So far I've been pleasantly surprised with how Redhood deals with Talons. But this is the true test when we're against a group. A group of Talons is worse than one on their own by far. And because he's slower, I was worried about how he'd deal with these, but actually, not too bad so far. Just got to remember to dodge at the right time there. And obviously we have got momentum on our side. If we want momentum ability, we have got plenty to use. So far though, he's actually holding out against Talons I wasn't expecting him to. Mainly because the speed of the Talons is far superior to Redhood. Well, I didn't expect him to do well against these, but actually, all that time dodge is correct. It's all good. Okay, I want kind of all of them on one side, ideally. Otherwise we miss when we try and stop them all like that. So we'll get one down now. I've got to reload. That's the only problem with Redhood, is the reload takes time. Sometimes you don't want to be reloading in the middle of a fight. Second one down there. Try and get him down with that one. I can get them both in the same kind of area. It does help us when we try and stun them both. There we go. Got one down, one to go. As I say, I'm pleasantly surprised how Redhood's dealt with these. I'm going to stream God of War 3 Remastered. It's a funny coincidence, I'm streaming it. Are you streaming it as well, are you? Yes, so in the vote we did for next one in main game, the trilogy of God of War 1. And because I know nothing, I want to do it from the beginning. And obviously I'm going in blind because I don't know anything about it really. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it for the first time. But yeah, that's definitely a coincidence, isn't it, Teddy? In new games, there are a couple. And now a lot of it is dependent on the insurance actually financially helping.
I'm not sticking around here.
Which I'm hoping they are going to in the very near future. There are a couple of things I'm looking at. One is Hogwarts. I haven't seen if there's a new release date yet though. I know obviously it got delayed. But I don't know if there's a new release date. They're running away, they are, aren't they? So Hogwarts is something I've been looking at. Marvel Midnight Suns is also something else I want to have a look at. That's out in December. All being well, I'm hoping to have that to go as well in December. And there was something else. Hogwarts, Marvel Midnight Suns. I think that might be it actually for the minute. I haven't seen anything else that's interesting currently. Doesn't mean that won't change. Yeah, Marvel Midnight Suns interested me a lot. But I have seen a little bit of gameplay recently that looks very weird and I don't know, I'm worried a little bit about it. The levels that you battle on seem very one-dimensional, which is a bit of a concern. Hogwarts is March, then we'll definitely be doing Hogwarts. I guarantee I'll be doing Hogwarts. It's another game I'm worried about though, because the scope of Hogwarts is so big in terms of its history, its lore, and that kind of stuff. I'm worried they're going to do... It won't do it justice.
Of course. Stupid cave-in.
If that makes sense. But I'm not a massive Harry Potter fanatic, my other half is. So I won't, if they get something slightly wrong, I'm not going to notice it. But I am interested to see how they do the controlling like the spell casting and things. I think that's going to be very interesting to see how that works. If you didn't realise as well, something I noticed, I found out yesterday, the new premium games for this month, which are the free games that you get on premium. Skyrim is one of the new free games on premium this month. Because someone mentioned to me the other day about playing it on stream, and I've not played Skyrim in years. But yeah, weirdly, it's now going to be free for me as of halfway through this month, I think. February the 10th. Oh wow, okay. I knew it had been delayed, but I haven't looked to when it was due out, so I didn't know.
Can you read me?
But yeah, that's definitely something I want to look at.
Redhood. Are you all right?
Hopefully we can play and release. I'm hoping.
Fine. The court's mining some weird shit
all being well.
Sure
thanks for the like, but that was much appreciated. But yeah, the only other one, obviously, once we finish Watch Dogs 2, although it's episodic content, I'll be starting episodes of Watch Dogs Legion as well. There's a few new series that's going to be starting on the channel very soon, when we finish others, to be fair. Okay, we're off to see Talia al Ghul. Could not care less about Harry Potter. See, my other half loves it, and I've seen the films of her, I've read the books years ago. You know, I'm not a fanatic, but I don't mind it at all. So I'm interested to see how the game will be done, because there is a lot of room for error there. We shall see. I think it may get slated on release by reviewers, especially if the Harry Potter fans. If they get any tiny bit wrong, that's the concern. But it does look good. If they put it off, I think it could be very good. My day is going okay, thank you. Yeah, not too bad.
The Court of Owls is watching.
I can complain, but I won't.
Gotham's walls.
Yeah, usual stuff. Foot not wanting to play ball.
And they rule you.
Left arm playing up as usual. Back not wanting to relax. Yeah, usual stuff. But I'm all good. Honestly, it's been a better day than normal. Dark Souls, Harry Potter. It does look darker, doesn't it? From what the little bits I've seen, it does look a bit darker than normal. I know that people want me to do Elden Ring at some point as well, so I'm looking at that. Obviously, I'm going to wait for it to drop in price a bit, I think, because obviously I'm going to be careful what I spend. But yeah, Elden Ring is definitely going to be done at some point. It's just fitting it in.
And it smells like Lazarus Pit water to me.
You never know; it might come to PlayStation Platinum in the next couple of Platinum Premium in the next couple of months.
For centuries, the court has been looking for a fountain of youth. Instead, they found the makings of undying monsters.
But yeah, there's a few games, yes, definitely new stuff
They're
coming
using
up.
Dionysium
I'm
to make
looking at.
Talons, then.
There's not that much announced. This is always a
What do
weird
you know?
time of year for games. October's normally your big month of games, and then lots of
Why
stuff
doesn't
got
the
delayed,
League
isn't
make
it?
a
So
deal?
things are a
Trade
bit
the
spread
court
out at the
some
minute.
green
There's not a
goo
lot
in
out there
exchange
that
for
I'm seeing
mindless
that I think,
Talon
that
ninjas.
looks really good, because there isn't much. You know, Midnight Suns I've been keeping on for a very long time. Obviously,
Even
we've got
in their
Assassin's
current
Creed Mirage,
debased state,
whenever
the
that comes
League
out
would
next
never
year.
descend to
I don't think that's
such
got quite got a release
inhumanity.
date yet either. We've got the ending of
And the
Assassin's Creed
court's
Valhalla
greed and corruption
at some point before the end of the year, so I'm assuming,
The secrets of the Lazarus
I'd like to
pits.
say end of this month, maybe we see some news on that.
You
before the
turned
end
a
of the
chemical
year.
reaction into some
Because they
kind
did
of
say the story will be finished
bullshit
by the end of the
holy
year.
ritual.
Oh, those are some harsh words.
Yeah, in
That
terms of new games, I've
ceremony
not really seen too much. I'm actually
resurrected you,
thought that looks pretty good. You don't play as any of the main characters in the
I knew
movie,
it was
but
you,
you play as
Talia.
you. Yeah,
That
that's
pit
at some point.
scrambled my
We want to
mind,
see a
but I'm
new
still a
Tomb
damn
Raider
good
in Unreal
detective.
Engine 5 that they keep
I
advertising.
suppose
I've not
gratitude
seen
was
that
too much
advertised.
to expect in
Oh,
exchange
actually,
for
to be
another
fair.
stab at life.
But then I don't really
After
keep
all
up
the
with Tomb
shit
Raider.
you've
I've not
done to
played
me,
Tomb Raider
I
in
don't know
many,
you
many
anything.
years.
With Bruce gone,
You
the
play the
court's
hell out of the new
operation
Tomb Raider.
grows.
I'd need to
The
get back
League of
into it. I've
Shadows
not
will
played for
raze
many,
Gotham
many
to the
years.
ground unless you silence the
His
court.
birthday's 12th of February, so good time.
Cut the talking
Absolutely.
and riddles bullshit. You want us to
I'm
get rid of
hoping
the
it is
voice
a bit.
so the League
The
will
Harry
leave
Potter game is a
Gotham
bit
alone.
darker and a bit edgier.
What's
My
in it for
issue is
you,
going to be
though?
controls. I'm
I'll
wondering
do
how
what
they're going
I
to do
can
spellcasting.
to distract the League.
If they take advantage of the
And your
PS5
path to the
controller, I
Court of
think
Owls
the
will be
spellcasting could be really good. I just don't want it to be a one-button press makes a spell, because that's boring. You know, you want it to be intuitive. You want it to be more natural than that, than just a button press. But it depends. Does that make it too complicated? That's the problem.
Now I know how Montoya feels.
Right. That is that done. Head back to the Belfry. Obviously, we're not doing crimes or anything. The plan is just to get through the main story in New Game Plus and try and maximise our level for the moment. That's the main plan. Keep going through the story. Ignore everything else for the time being. You'll know the answer to this, Teddy. I don't know if you're still there or not. If you are, you've played the game 3 times now. When you do New Game Plus, does it overwrite your save game? Because I've only got continue in New Game Plus now.
They didn't.
So that means all the trophies I need
According
to
the
finish
city
off the platinum, I'm going to have to do in New Game Plus,
mining
aren't
in
I?
Gotham City since the cauldron was.
Which isn't an issue. I was just curious, because I've not seen that before.
Judging
Not
from
that
what
I've had
we
much
found last
experience in
night,
New Game Plus.
They've been digging down there for centuries.
There's a couple of games I've had an eye on for quite a while that I've not got round to as well, that I'm waiting to, obviously, for them to be a bit reduced, really. But Kena, Bridge of Spirits, does look interesting. I know the Trophy Fanatics
Listen, Alfred.
been doing it as his
Pat's managed
PlayStation,
to
as his
prepare some
platinum
of the
run.
voice recordings.
It did look good.
Dionysium brought the Talons
Biomutant was
back
one
to
I looked
life.
at when it released and then kind of
Sort
didn't
of.
get round to. I
Dionysium's
know
basically
a lot of
weak
people
as
say it's
hell
quite
Lazarus
one-sided,
water.
but that was
Brings
quite an
back
interesting
motor
one that I saw
functions.
ages ago.
But
I'm going to
free
play the new
will's as
Assassin's
good
Creed
as
game
gone.
next year as Bassam. Yeah, I'm
So
looking
what
forward
is
to
a
that.
Talon exactly? Some
It
kind
could
of
be really good.
feral
Graphically, I
zombie
think it's going to be
assassin?
one of the best we've had graphically,
We've
I
all
think.
seen weirder shit.
Especially in that time
Maybe.
period as well. The colour
Feral
scheme back
zombie.
then is incredible.
Sounds like Jason, all
Or
right.
could be incredible. Assassin's Creed Japan. Yeah, I don't. There's no release dates for any of the later ones, is there? There's no release dates for Mirage, I don't think.
The
either.
older
Not
woman
a
is
specific
Constance
set date.
Cobblepot, I'm fairly
We just
certain.
know early next
And the
year.
others?
More difficult to say.
But it'd be interesting to see what they
Maybe
do.
if I heard them in
Because I didn't
person.
think Japan was coming out before they did
In person.
the release
Tim, put the
of
waveforms on the screen.
their new
It's hard to find a
system
match
world.
with all the damage and voice modulation. Maybe the matching system would have better luck if
We match
Well, I
what
could be
we
wrong.
have against the live voices.
Because when they did the reveals, they didn't really
How do
give
we
dates
find
or
these
anything, did they?
jackasses?
2 words. Orchard.
Mirage was the only one we kind of knew about next
The
year.
Masquerade.
And obviously Valhalla
The event
finishes
of the
this year.
season. This year's dedicated to Master Bruce.
Gotham's rich dress up and pretend they're humanitarians. I've been a few times.
So it's Dirtbag Central.
Okay, we got the ball to go to.
Gotham's elite together. Security at the Masquerade.
Although Red Hood is going to stand out a little bit
Finding
in the
out
ball.
their plans first would give you an important advantage.
J.K. Rowling
I'll
is
tweak
very...
our masks to record telescopic audio.
If we can get a good vantage point,
What do you mean when you
we
put
may
that,
be able to put
Luna?
some
I could
faces
read
to
that 2
these
different ways.
mystery voices.
Sounds like our kind of
J.K.
party.
Rowling's had nothing to do with the game, by the way.
There's new information on the board.
Okay, we need to check the evidence boards.
I leveraged a mutual acquaintance.
To be fair, this actually doesn't do much. We just have to check it for it to actually do its
Has
thing.
agreed to a meeting. The details are pinned to the evidence board.
Yeah, we just need to leave to go and meet him. I don't know if we can do any upgrades. Alfred wants to speak to us.
I do believe we have a guest.
More like a pest. That
Hang
damn
on.
thing never shuts up.
We didn't have a cat when we played the base
It
game of this.
wouldn't be the first cat to find its way past the bats.
Or did we? I've heard that line before.
Got eyes on the little freeloader?
Not yet, but I suspect if we start
I heard a
leaving
meow.
food out
I think
for
I
him,
have heard that
we
line
may
before.
find ourselves
There was a
with
bunch of
new
people
addition
cancelling
to
pre-order
the
because of
Bat
what she
family.
had said. Yeah, no, I know what she said on
I'll ask
Twitter,
one
but
of the
she's not
others
had
to
anything
swing
to
by
do
the
with the
pet
game.
store after the next patrol.
People jump on it, don't they, and just cancel these things. People
in the
cancel Gotham
belfry.
Knights because there's 30 frames per second.
Guess it's not the worst thing.
You can't notice on console. But yeah, people jump on these things. It's ridiculous sometimes. Right, let's take all their mods off, and then we will check to see if we've got any better equipment. Suit-wise, we've got 2 that are the same currently. I will get rid of some of the other ones because they're not needed. I want to keep the improved suit currently, just in case we don't get anything better. Now, we have new Owlbuster pistols. Nothing like Owlbusters. We'll get rid of some of these other ones. The only way I've found to actually check to see if you've got better equipment is to take all the mods off first. Something I've learned in the base game. Right, crafting. Any upgrades on what we've got? No. No suit. Melee upgrades? No. And ranged? Yes. Critical momentum rounds are better than our basic. Although saying that, are they? It's a higher level. Power's higher. Damage is a lot less. Critical chance is up. We lose 2% momentum. We lose quite a lot of damage. 40 damage. We gain critical chance. Is it worth it? And no slot for mods. I don't think it's worth the change. At this stage, it's, looking at what each thing gives us is actually a little bit more important, I think. Okay. I don't know how many mods we can put in our suit, to be fair. 2. 2 1-on-1. Okay. So we'll go for... Those 2 give the best... No, that one gives the best health. We'll take that one. And that one gives more health than that one. And then melee. Elemental build up. I do want them... We'll take the Fox mod, I think. Wrong button. And then... I've been having... But if any of you was in Genshin Impact stream, you may have noticed I had a few issues pressing on buttons today. It's something I try and not let on when it's happening as much as possible, but yeah, my hands aren't working correctly today. They weren't this morning either. Not got better. Okay, we're heading to the party, the Masquerade Ball. Thanks for the like, much appreciated whoever that was. Let's go and see if Redhood can stay undetected in the Masquerade Ball. It's not as if he looks discreet, is it really?
Copy that.
You know, it's not like he couldn't tell it was him. He may be quicker actually riding to some of these things. Thinking the mystical leap is all well and good, but actually speed-wise, you're better off just riding the bike. Okay. Masquerade Ball it is. I think this was a mission we did as Robin previously. Was it Robin or was it Nightwing? Can't quite remember every mission we did with which character. I remember some of them. But I definitely don't think this was Redhood, so we may see some different lines as well. Although I don't think there's been that big a difference in terms of interactions with different characters since we played just as Redhood in this. Not as much as I thought there would be. I did think there was going to be a lot more of a difference, but it hasn't really happened, to be fair. So a bit of fun. Let's wheelie the bike over the bridge. Because we're Redhood, and why not? The bike feels really quick until you get to a top speed, and then it seems really slow. It's really weird. Unless you're dodging in and out of cars, of course. Although it's filtering. Filtering is legal, especially in the UK. Some car drivers don't think it is, but it actually is. Okay, we are nearly there. Straight through the barrier. And there we are.
Looks
yeah.
like the court got to Hendricks first.
Don't think Hendricks is here somehow, if I remember correctly.
Reports of criminal activity.
I bet that's Hendricks.
We need officers near the Gotham Naval Research Facility.
Okay, Hendricks has been taken, as we knew would happen. Okay, here they are. We need to take these down before they take out the doors.
Masked creeps. Yes, I'm in the right spot.
I knocked out one guy, but there's more of them.
A couple of silent takedowns just to thin the herd. There are 3 waves we're going to have to deal with here. That's going to be interesting to say the least. But we know there's going to be some Talons come as well. Well, they did previously with this. We do need grab strikes. Probably should have done them when they were silent, to be fair. Right, now we've got to deal with Talons. Talons, I find, if we take them out as quickly as we can, that does make life a lot easier. So on the bonuses, we need 3 grab strikes. That's 1. Grab him again. That's another grab strike done. Got to keep an eye on that door. Can't let the door get too low. There's Talon trying to get in there as well. Bye bye, Mr. Talon. Yeah, pleasantly surprised actually of how good Redhood has been against the Talons. Okay, don't kill him. I need 1 more grab strike. There we go. Grab strike done. That's the bonuses all achieved. Now it's a case of just take everyone out as quickly as we can. That wasn't what I wanted. I wanted the turret, ideally, but we'll take it. Okay. Trying to take out the Talon while it's done. It's always the hard part, I think, Talon. We've done quite well against them so far. The door percentage. Oh, it's only at 20%. That's an issue. I didn't realize the door was so low. Yeah, you can stay away from my door. Alright, we're going to put a turret down. Yeah, I didn't realise I was going to be that close to getting the door undone, to be fair. You're down. 1 to go, and that's the Talon. There we go. We did succeed. Should have been kept more of an eye on that door a little bit sooner, I think. But we did what we needed to do, at least. Right, make sure he's okay.
I had a feeling this day was coming. You wouldn't believe the things that I heard at the hotel.
Yeah, the court seems to like their privacy.
Shit, they're real? That explains the masks. Look, one of my guys was feeding them info. And you know what? You should probably have all the same intel too.
Even the playing field, if it was one of your guys.
Therapist. And thanks for the drive.
This city is going to the birds, I swear.
Okay. Back to the belfry.
Took care of it. Hendricks handed me a data drive after I saved him.
I will let him talk first.
Excellent. Please return.
We did level up as well, so there might be new gear to look at.
Next steps.
Don't think we haven't got any legendary gear yet. For Redhood. I'm looking forward to legendary. But back to the belfry it is. As I say, we're just doing the main story in New Game Plus before we do all the side trophy hunting and stuff. Focus just on the story for the time being, because once it's done, it makes life a lot easier. But yeah, we couldn't really mess that mission up if I hadn't noticed the door was 20% left. We've got what we needed done.
I've uploaded the data we got from Hendricks. It should be ready soon. seen Bruce make that same face when he got stuck on a case.
Robin's got something on his mind.
What's on your mind?
Everything starts with Ra's al Ghul attacking Batman, but I can't figure out how it connects.
You've never had to fight the League, have you?
He's got no experience of fighting the League of Shadows.
Ra's was a fanatic. He formed the League of Shadows centuries ago to root out corruption all over the world.
His philosophy, if you want to call it that, is that he should destroy things to build them back up. He's wiped out multiple cities over the centuries.
He was definitely a nasty piece of work, Ra's al Ghul.
Batman stopped him. He was impressed, so he named Bruce his heir.
That's something else we've got to do on the channel in the future, is the trilogy of Batman games. I know, obviously, you can't compare this to the Batman trilogy because they're different games completely, but it does make me want to do Batman. Sooner rather than later, to be fair. I know we spoke about it before. It's definitely something we're going to add to there. Do the vote in the coming months.
Yeah, I put money on that not being the whole story.
Okay.
Hang on.
Obviously, I know what happens because obviously it's New Game Plus, but
point is earlier. Batman died while he was investigating the court.
Still interesting to know what you miss when you play it the first time. Even someone like me who likes to listen and read most stuff, you still miss things.
And protecting the Lazarus pits. So if the court was using an extract from the pits to create Talons,
Ra's blows a gasket, steps in himself. Things escalate. Both he and Bruce end up dead.
And without Batman keeping a lid on Gotham's corruption, the court starts to stretch its wings.
The League follows Ra's to Gotham, and there's nobody to stop them from attacking the court.
Gotham City becomes ground zero for a goddamn war.
They figured it out.
And no Batman to save it.
I guess that's our job now.
Yeah. It is.
I wonder what I know this. Obviously, the game name is Gotham Knights. So does that mean their team name is the Knights of Gotham?
And we keep the League away from Gotham.
I really miss him.
Nightwing wanted to say something to Robin there, but didn't. And Robin said he misses Batman. Okay. We leveled up in the last mission as well.
Mr. Hendricks provided us contains exactly what we need.
We know we're heading to the Orchard Hotel next.
I set up a safe house for Mr. Hendricks. His original one was compromised, but he'll be all right now.
We have got a story element for Red Hood. I think we did them all in the main story, so there's no reason to do them all again. We'll take mods off again. This is the only way of knowing if you've got better equipment, is by taking mods off each time. So we now have a Vigilante basic suit, which is better than our concussive suit. I know it changes the look. We always go with the better. Better pistols, Vigilante basic pistols, level 34. And ranged, not better. What do we got in the crafting section? Not a better suit. Melee, none. Ranged, yes. I think we'll go for the high abilities rounds. Well, they're saying that their damage is low. But they are the best ones we've got. Power and level is... damage is lower, but I think critical chance is quite high. We'll use them. I was looking at damage and stuff, but actually I think that works out fine. I think we've only got one main suit mod now, and one for the melee, no mod in the range this time. So we'll go for the legendary mod, mainly because it gives us the most health. And for melee, because power is just a show of power. It doesn't actually, I don't think it equates to anything. Then we'll go for critical chance on the one we can place. Ability wise, we have got 1 point to spend, but nothing is only 1 point. So we'll have to hold off. Momentum abilities, we've still got 2 locked abilities and 1 unknown. So, what do we need to unlock these two? Defeat feral Talons 3 more times. Well, that should happen naturally. Clear an owl's nest times 2. So that one we have to actually go and do crimes to get the last momentum unlocked for Redhood. I'm sure we'll figure that out as we go. Mission-wise, though, we're headed out to the Orchard Hotel. So that's where we're going. Thanks for the like, that was much appreciated.
The voice of the court's modulated.
As I say, we're just focusing on the main story only during New Game Plus for the time being, and we'll do trophy hunting once the story's done. The biggest trophy I think is going to be one of the hardest ones for us to do is probably the Batamarang. And on top of that, the 250 crimes. But our normal basic playthrough allowed, the way we played it, we did a lot of crimes in the base game playthrough. So, I'm thinking the actual 250 crimes solved won't be that bad come the end. Because we have done a fair amount previously. But we'll figure it out as we go. There are some crimes that are a lot quicker than others as well to solve, so that does help us a bit. We'll overtake another bus there. That is the weird thing about the bike. When you start off on the bike, it seems really fast. Once you're off the top speed though, that's still a lot slower than it actually probably is. Okay, there's the hotel. Are we walking in through the front door? Probably not. Oh, tried to avoid the car there. Didn't think the car was going to stop.
Hey, Belfry, I'm at the Orchard Hotel.
There we go.
The balcony door should be open. That's
Balcony door.
A penthouse with a balcony? You spoil me, Belfry.
That's where we're going in. It's weird that playing in a different suit now. I know we've been using the concussive suit for a little while. To change to a more relaxed suit is a little bit weird. Okay, here we go. I remember roughly what we did here. I think this is where we find out who the leader of the Owls is. The big reveal, basically. And when we first saw it, I was amazed. I didn't expect it to be the person it is. Okay.
Belfry, I'm in. The court sure found themselves.
We've got to avoid detection.
You could probably eavesdrop from the ballroom if you can find a good vantage point. Just make sure no one sees you.
Yeah, don't want to get seen.
The party's already started in the ballroom. Good thing I remembered my mask.
Okay, we just got to be quiet here. Don't take enemies out unless we really have to. I think we ended up getting seen last time. I think I've just got detected now as well.
Well, shit.
I've been seen. You can't get detected. I forgot about that. I think we did this that bit first time last time without being detected. I moved too quickly just then. I should have held off. So we'll go a little bit slower this time.
I'm in. The court sure found themselves a swanky hangout.
Remember to find
always do photo mode accidentally there.
If security sees you, you're toast.
Yeah, can't get seen.
The party's already started in the ballroom. Good thing I remembered my mask.
Okay, we've got to wait for this lady to move on. I moved a bit too soon last time. I think we're heading across to a room over there which has security cameras in that we need to hack into, I believe. If I remember correctly. Right, that person should leave. Come on, you need to move it, walk away.
I heard the Wycliffes are coming tonight.
Come on.
It'd be stupid not to.
Right, she has moved. Right, nice and slow. Not getting detected again, I'm going to restart again. So, we head to the outside perimeter of the room there, once she moves. And we should be able to go up that hallway, I believe. All good so far. Up the hallway. Just got to be careful here in case anyone's turning around at the wrong time, but I think we're okay. Definitely a lot more security this year, I'm sure of it. Not that we were there last year, but I guess there is. They were talking about it, so I guess that's right. Right, there we go. Now I'm pretty sure we've got to still avoid detection here. Obviously the security camera there is going to be an issue. I think they heard me running there, which may be an issue because I think we're about to get detected.
I should see them.
Just like, put him down.
They saw me, huh?
Yeah, they saw me. We ran because we weren't. We didn't move slow enough because we weren't crouched anymore when we first got into this bit. So we ran, and that's obviously that alerted them. What we got to try to avoid. This was so much easier as Robin, to be fair. When we did this as Robin, it was a lot easier. So then Robin is built for stealth. Redhood, not really a stealth kind of guy, is he? But he's a little bit different with him. Stealth does work, albeit completely differently. Okay, let's hack into the cameras.
Belfry, I knocked out the cameras and the guards' comms.
Good work. And remember, those guards out there are actually court members.
Yeah.
Don't hesitate to take them down.
We do need to take out 6 of them. We could just get into one big fight, admittedly, but sometimes it's better not to. Although, these guys, I don't think that's going to be too bad. Still got it. We are going to get into a fight now. Any more for any more? Come on, go and pick these materials up. That's all the materials drop. I'll take those. Yeah, you weren't going to take out Redhood on your own, were you? Okay, there is a chest in here. We'll grab it while we're here anyway. As we are here. Hendrick's notes. Okay. We'll go back to the ballroom now. Now the guards are taken care of. Up we go. And this is where we're going to surveillance the people in the ballroom, I think, and figure out who everyone is. So, we have to go and question everyone. I could go straight to the person I think it's going to be fair.
How could I not? I've got people to impress.
I could skip a lot of this quite quickly. We know obviously one of these people.
Senators, judges, CEOs, even the mayor's here.
Okay, this person here.
Look at this.
Constance Cobblepot, Penguin's mum.
Wayne tries to outdo us. Let him have his final hurrah. After tonight, it won't be a problem. You're right.
Unless this changes who it is we're looking for. I think I know where they are.
What do you think this is?
Got a few matches. Won't have to listen to these assholes for much longer.
Right. This.
Have you been to the hotel's east staircase?
The one they sealed off? I hear it's haunted.
I'm trying to think where the other person is. I think they're upstairs.
Almost cries and scratches in the walls.
Right.
I thought I told you that formal wear was required this
Catherine Kane.
This is formal wear.
It's good evening, how are you?
Did you hear about
I thought I could do this pretty quickly, but maybe not.
He deserved to be let go. Just like
Get to us at school again with no sound. Well, I hope you're well, Issa.
Yeah.
Hang on, I know you've got no sound.
Where the hell is the voice?
Because I know you've got no sound, I'll reply to you in the chat. Okay. I was hoping to avoid having to scan everyone, but I think I've got to. Yeah, I'm going to have to, aren't I? There is no shortcut in it.
Is this all they could muster for the great Bruce Wayne? It's embarrassing. When I go, it'll be a spectacle. Fireworks, dancers, ice sculptures, the works.
There we go. That's why I reply to Issa. I know Issa's not watching this without sound, so it makes sense for me to reply.
Hard to believe Bruce Wayne is gone. I know. I was hoping to be a state this year.
Okay, I think we've only got one more person to listen to.
What do you mean he won't see me? I'm the goddamn mayor.
I'm afraid his schedule won't permit it.
You tell Colonel Kane that I won't be frozen out. My office demands respect.
So I think we couldn't skip any of these. We had to eavesdrop on all of them by the end of it. Is there anyone we've missed? They've all got ticks. Seeing if there's anyone we've missed, but it's not finished. I have missed someone just here, in fact. That's the host, that's the person we were looking for. He only appears, I think, once you've scanned everyone else, to be fair.
Sorry to interrupt, but it's time.
Of course. We'll have to continue this later.
Gotcha.
You haven't. If you haven't seen the main story of Gotham Knights before now, and you don't want to spoil it for yourself, this next 10 minutes or so I wouldn't watch, because you'll get a big reveal that you may not be aware of.
Please have your attention.
I don't like spoiling things for people.
It's my absolute pleasure to present our host for the evening.
There he is, the voice of the Owls.
If that's the voice, he's not even trying to hide it.
Thank you all for the warm welcome.
He's got no reason to hide it though, has he? That's the thing.
But tonight is not about me. We are here to remember one of Gotham's greatest sons, Bruce Wayne. Now, you all knew the Playboy. I knew his charity. A brash defender of Gotham's best.
No one's suspicious about the mask. They are to a degree. I know you can't hear me, but I've got to reply to you, Ritter.
Will be felt for decades to come. This is for you, Bruce. The last of our precious Wayne family. You've helped us in ways you never realized. And may we, the surviving families of Gotham, strive to live up to your inimitable legacy.
Baddy wears medals. I didn't actually spot this when we first played this through. He wears military medals, so that kind of gives you an indication of who he is. I didn't realise that originally. There's little identifying marks.
Shit, that's really him. It's a match for the voice of the court.
Awesome. If you follow him, we might be able to figure out who he is.
Okay, we've got a stand detector for a bonus. All good here for the minute. Obviously, if we can achieve the bonus, we'll try to.
Sir, the labs are requesting more Dionysium to meet their production deadline.
I'm aware. Arrangements are being made. Let them know that I expect the quota to
We've got to be very silent if we want this bonus.
excuses.
Thank you, sir.
We'll take the security light out if we can. Trying to remember how best way of doing this. We were Robin last time. Robin's a lot better at stealth than Redhood. Okay. I need no one to be looking this way. There's a room that guy's just gone into, to be fair. Where's that guy looking? We're in. This guy is on his own. There was another guy going ahead of him there. Let's take out the alarm system for a start. This guy is going to come back in a second, isn't he? And I need to be somewhere else. I need to try and get behind him, ideally. May not be the best hiding place, to be fair. I think he may see us, and if he does, the others are going to see us as well. Yeah, we've been seen. Lost the bonus. It's only the bonus you lose, to be fair, nothing else. It's not the end of the world. This means a bit of a tougher fight. Definitely don't use momentum enough. Let him reload his pistol. Well, that's all of them down. So although we lost the bonus, I think we did okay. Okay, let's keep going. Sometimes losing the bonus isn't the end of the world. Hurts to crouch that long coming from experience. Yeah, crouching these, especially the size of Redhood. Robin with this wasn't too bad, but the size of Redhood, it's going to be tricky for him. And Spider-Man with guns, a little bit.
If it pleases the court.
Excellent. I'll see you downstairs.
Okay. Secret passageway coming up. That's the secret passage. It's quite a cool secret passage, to be fair. Not as cool as obviously the Batcave secret passage, but still cool. Okay.
Redhood, we just found a hidden 13th floor in the hotel blueprints. Maybe that's where the voice went.
I think he did.
Not gonna happen. I don't even know how to play this thing.
Redhood won't play the piano. Worth a try, you never know. Right, we need to get to the 13th floor. So we need to find a lift. Or the exit. There we go, down. 13th floor is lower. I didn't think it was lower for some reason. I thought it was higher.
Weirdo VIP room.
Dilapidated staircase with. Oh, there we go.
I found one of those Court of Owls doors.
Understood. Tread carefully.
In we go. Like I say, we know what's going to happen because we did this previously during the base game, but still a pretty cool sequence. We're in.
Right. What's the court hiding in here?
Okay, the owl statue. Over here.
So now the voice wants to play hide and seek. Great. Belfry, got any tips to find the voice? Belfry, you there? Damn it, cut off.
Comms are down again. It was always handy doing this once before, obviously. Right, there's enemies this time. If we can be silent, we'll try to be, but I don't think it's going to last very long.
Who's out there? Need to check it out.
Redhood and silence doesn't really work very well. And it kind of doesn't, it's not really in his remit. I think he is definitely better when he's very loud. I think they're down.
So much for that meeting. Let's see what they were looking at.
Touchscreen tablet. Let's watch the projector. Film time.
An operation was compromised. Found to be moonlighting for cockroaches. We eliminated him. Our allies...
Shit. So the court really did off Langstrom. This recording could be just what we need to bring them down for good.
But there's still plenty to clean. Destroy everything. Make it so Langstrom never existed. We must send a message. You are only an owl of the court. So long as you remain loyal to the court.
Okay, USB.
That's a lot of names. Hold on. All these people are either missing or dead. Kirk Langstrom is on here. Is this a hit list?
What was that?
Right, more court members. Let's take these guys out as well.
That's a history of Gotham's architecture.
It is indeed. So we need to stand on these in the right order. Now, the order is actually quite simple. It's years of building years.
This must have something to do with the dates on the wall.
36. Can't quite remember all the dates. 36 is the top left one there. 42. 41. So really we want to go left to right. So the one with the steeple over here is number 1. Number 2 is City Hall. Number 3 will be
Central Station.
This one. And number 4 then,
the courthouse,
will be this one here.
Look at that. The courts, police, politics, and religion. Yeah.
Puzzles are easier when you've done once before, I must admit, but even so, that one wasn't bad. Right, we've got to find the voice. Didn't look at the picture last time. Okay.
It's high time we talk.
High time we talked. There we go.
Are you gonna show yourself or what?
We get to see who the voice is. Obviously, if you've seen the main game playthrough, you know. And going for a second time, there are a lot more clues to who he is before you know.
Well, someone had to stop you from destroying Gotham.
Destroy Gotham? No, we're trying to save her. Preserve her glory. I understand now the potential you could have to do the same.
Oh. Power and glory.
Never had that offer from a weirdo in a mask.
The only one hiding behind a mask.
There we go. That's the reveal.
Jacob Kane? How do you know?
I know. Just like I knew my nephew Bruce was out there, keeping the peace in his armored pajamas. Don't worry, I didn't tell
Armored pajamas, eh?
Call it loyalty to Martha.
We all live double lives, trying to shelter the city from chaos. It's just... our
looks like a tin.
quiet about it. The people of Gotham will find out you've been playing with their lives.
They're not your toys.
Yeah, Batman would probably say the same thing in your position. That's why I never told Bruce about the court.
Wasn't that long ago we were helping Alfred to make sure he was safe when he went to meet him. Not thinking anything of it.
We have the same ends, the same enemies.
It's madness. You're not serving us.
I stopped killing people.
A difference in tactics, I'll admit.
You say you protect Gotham, but you're racking up a body count. Kirk Langstrom, his assistant.
Those who betray us will suffer for it. Langstrom betrayed the court.
Bruce gave everything to save this city. You fight for yourselves. He would never have supported this.
Do not use my nephew against me.
I mourn Bruce. I want answers for his death, just like you.
I am nothing like you, Jacob.
Understood.
I think he knows we won't be joining him.
Bruce, but I won't protect you. If you won't join us, I'm afraid you'll have to join Langstrom.
That's a little bit of a phrase, isn't it?
Security breach. We're under attack in the ballroom. They came out of nowhere.
Who came out of nowhere? Who could it be that's attacking the Court of Owls?
Bigger problems right now.
Just stay out of my way. You won't like what happens next.
Yeah, it's the you. I know you can't hear me. I'm still going to reply. I know that though. Yeah, the whole point of the start of the game is the Batman's dead. The intro scene you need to watch. Right, there are our good old friend Talons here we need to be aware of, because these need stopping sooner rather than later. It makes life easier if the Talons are down. Third turret down, that does help as well. It keeps some of these guys back from getting near us. The turret is actually quite handy, to be fair. We are going to take a few hits. I'm trying to focus on the Talons because obviously they're going to be the hardest ones to take. Everyone else will actually be taken out fairly easily. It's the Talons that are important. A bit difficult when people are shooting at you, admittedly. Or when I run out of bullets. Right, Talons are out. There we go, guards defeated. Right, we know who's attacking. If you've seen the base game, we all know who's attacking, but if you haven't, we're about to find out. All happening in the ballroom. We were robbing for this next bit, and actually was pretty tricky robbing. And hopefully this will probably be a little bit easier with Redhood, to be fair. Still got to be quick on the dodges.
We've got goddamn ninjas crashing apart.
Understood. Paramedics have been called.
I'm not trying to help the League of Shadows, but obviously they were attacking the same people we were, so. Keep them down at least, it does help us. The black smoke you've got to be careful of. Because you will get caught if you're not careful. The only problem when you have to reload, just when you want to be attacking. First assassin down though. Okay, we're in the ballroom. Better off healing. This is going to be a tough fight.
These people don't stand a chance against the League.
It is the League of Shadows. Attacking the owls.
Time to take care of these jerks.
These guys can disappear on us as well, so we've got to be a bit wary of that. And there is more than one. We have got loads of momentum abilities that we just don't really use, and I should probably utilise these a little bit more. That wasn't what I was aiming for, but that'll do. Turret time, that will help us admittedly. One of them down at least. 2 to go. They destroyed my turret already. Well, that turret would last a little bit longer, to be fair. I definitely don't use momentum abilities as much as I probably should, to be fair. That guy was nearly down. And in fact, he should be down any second. There we go, one down, one to go. And there's only one to take on, to be fair, they're not that bad. Why am I not shooting? I was trying to shoot that, it didn't really work. Try that again. Obviously these abilities I'm going to get used to using, so something I'm a bit more used to. I'm too good at dodging, they do dodge really well. And that's him taken care of, but it's not the end of the assassin, there's more now coming. These guys are quick. They're a little bit harder to get rid of, but we have also got... I haven't got enough. I need more momentum and then we can play a turret. That will help massively. Need that second bar field and then we can use our turret at least. There we go. Turret time. You can see how they're a lot quicker and that is causing a few issues with Redhood. It's the speed element, but I think we're holding our own pretty well. Still on timing of dodges really, to be fair. One down. And that's the other one down as well. These side steps give me the I2 flashback. You can hear now, okay. I was replying to you by talking, I know you can hear, but I was still replying. I just couldn't keep typing, that was the problem. But yeah, dodging, if you get dodging correct, it does work really well. Okay.
Montoya, it's Redhood.
We'll let them talk and we'll head back to the Belfry. That's that mission done.
I was there.
Main story-wise.
Yeah? Then care to tell me who the hell those assassins were?
The League of Shadows, that's who. I'll send you what we have on them.
So we're helping the GCPD, or at least Detective Montoya anyway. So let's head back to the Belfry. That's our next port of call. As that is our focus, main story focus. I mean, to keep heading back after its mission can be a little bit frustrating, but it's quite quick. With the fast travel side of things, at least.
The slaughter of some of our best and brightest at the Orchard Hotel is a new low for the city of Gotham. It is time for the real heroes, the GCPD, to step up and restore order in our city. To take it back.
At this point, does she know about her husband or does she not? That's the question. We know, obviously.
Hey! She may not be a court member, but the commissioner could still be helping them. She did marry Jacob.
Catherine is probably not aware of her husband's secret. I know Jacob well, and have never had even the slightest suspicion.
Colonel Asshole fooled everyone.
Have you played yourself, Issa, or not?
The other people we matched at the ball. John Wycliffe, Isabella Haas, Maria Powers.
All killed at the hotel by the League.
Colonel Kane's the only member we know survived for sure. And probably Old Lady Cobblepot.
Old Lady Cobblepot can't be killed.
And
She's just that good to avoid being
much
killed.
bigger than Jacob Kane and Constance Cobblepot.
The almighty voice was right, you know. No one will believe a nursery rhyme's been pulling Gotham's strings for so long.
But people will believe that Jacob Kane conspired to murder Langstrom. We have the evidence to prove it. Let's get this to Detective Montoya. See if it's enough for her to build her case.
I'll be sure to include our list of known members, dead or otherwise.
We need to be careful about this. Jacob will be waiting for us to try something.
Someone should talk to Talia. The Court and the League are clearly out to kill each other.
And let's be ready when we're caught in between them.
So we know we're heading next to Detective Montoya by the looks of things.
We got new intel for the evidence board.
No, we're going to speak to Talia first. That's another level up as well.
Catherine Kane isn't doing this city.
So we'll have some points to spend and some new gear. So, usual thing, we remove the mod chips, and then we can compare what we've got and what we can craft and see what's better. So we have a new suit that is better, the counter Talon suit. So we'll chuck that one on. Let's get rid of that for the time being. New melee weapon, nothing better than what we're using. And range, nothing better. Crafting. Suits aren't better. Melee is though. Bioelectric pistols. Nice. Counter-strike momentum. Okay. They look good. They're epic. We haven't got any legendary yet for him, which is weird. I was expecting legendary by now. Crafting ranged. Yes. Flawless aim pistols. Or the high ability of flawless aims. That will do. So now we can put other mods on. How many suit mods can we have? Just still one. Get 2 melee and no range though now. So 88 health for there. We'll take that one. Get 2 melees now instead of 1. Elemental build up. Probably best to take that as 1. And then we'll also take the heroic there. Abilities wise, we have got 2, so we've got a couple of we've got things we can spend points on. We don't use concussive mind enough. Redhood can shoot unlimited rounds for a short period. I haven't really used two-fisted reload to be fair, so I don't really think it's going to help us. Grab move increases. Aiming time of focused fire game, which I don't really use very much. Let's increase the critical chance. I think that's a good one. Then we can save for 3 points next and get the increased range attack combo. So that's all their gear done. Ignore the challenges. I think did we gain a new momentum? I'm sure we took out. Oh, we need one more feral talon. One more feral talon, and we gain a new momentum ability as well. Daytime. It's only daytime until we go outside. Right, we need to go and speak to Talia al Ghul then. That's our next port of call for the main story. So we'll go and speak to her, and then we'll go from there. I think Detective Montoya may be after that, to be fair.
We've tracked Talia to a parking garage downtown, sending you the location now.
We do need to do Owl Nest, but I'll wait till we do after we finish New Game Plus for those to get his one of his last momentum abilities to there. There's always one more. There's always one more, isn't there?
Could have told us your league was planning a murder spree at the charity ball.
Does this look like my league? Did they decapitate the court? Did you?
No. Despite all the killings, the voice is still alive.
Then the league will keep attacking, regardless of collateral damage.
And the court will send their Talons to retaliate. How many of Gotham's citizens will die in the crossfire, Talia?
Countless. The league
Red Hood meets Green Hood.
And the court is preparing something even more impressive.
Shame it's not me and Green Arrow, to be fair.
Langstrom wrote that living subjects could create more powerful talents. I don't want to be around when they get out.
What else do you know about what Langstrom was doing?
As much as I've liked our chats, Gotham is getting decidedly unfriendly. Don't come looking for me.
Hey, Belfry.
Game on tour is
Get all
next.
that?
Yeah, we got even bigger and badder Talons coming for us.
We have to keep going or the city will go up in flames.
We haven't really
Let's
done
find
fast
some
travel
more
on the
helpful
New Game
sources.
Plus because we've already unlocked it in the base game. Although, saying that, I think our base game save has been overridden since we started New Game Plus. So maybe when we trophy it, we may need to get it. But we won't worry about it now. The next one towards the next port of call, we need to go and tell her about the lead. And the evidence on Kane as well. That is where we're heading. And then Mr. Turner, just glad the car stopped. They'll cut through the GCPD garage. You wouldn't think you'd be allowed to cut through a police garage, would you really? Okay, Detective Montoya is nearby. I think I kind of come off the bike a little bit too soon there. So of course we can Mystical Leap. Mystical Leap does have a decent amount of speed to it. Probably not as much as other moves, but it is pretty quick. It does just go lower every time though. Alright, Detective Montoya.
Was wondering
Give her the
when you'd
news.
show up.
Garage efficient shortcut. It's just a shame the GCPD shoot at you when you go and use it as a
Pretty
shortcut.
serious shit here. A secret society that controls Gotham with Jacob Kane at the head?
And then there's all the murders.
I'd say you were off your game.
Air hopping more
Didn't make so
effective.
much damn sense.
It's a bit slow, I think.
I've seen so many shady
Sometimes
things
it
over
can
the
be more
years, and
effective, but I
this
think it's a little bit slower.
explains every single one
Depends
of
on
them.
the distance needed to travel.
We have to bring Kane down, and the court with him.
Too many corrupt cops on the force for me to just arrest him. If I had someone I could actually trust on the case, might be able to get some solid evidence.
Then you're stuck with me. I'll go looking for court trouble and see what I find.
Okay. What do we need to do next?
Belfry, Montoya wants me to deal with some crooked cops, so I'm gonna make some pigs cry.
Copy that.
Just copy that. So we need to, I think, if I remember correctly, we need to stop 5 corrupt cops. So we just need to find, I think it's the yellow crimes are the ones we need to focus on. They're the ones that are going to have corrupt cops nearby, if I remember correctly. It took us a little while to figure out which crimes would show which, but I think it was the yellowy crimes that were the difference. Okay, there is something going on over here. This is the crime. We scam people, we'll find out who the corrupt cops are. Corrupt detective there is with the regulators here at the minute. Is that another corrupt detective there? It is. That's 2 then if we take these guys out. What we got here? Another corrupt detective, so we should do 3 in one go here. We play our cards right. Let's try and take out that guy silently first if we can. Why is it not giving me a chance of a stealth attack? Alright, we'll go aerial. I know stealth and Redhood don't really work very well together anyway.
I've got a clear shot.
Still dodge too early with some of these. Need to learn to dodge a bit later. One down. So at least we've got, out of the 5 corrupt police officers we need to deal with, 3 of them are in one place here. Right, there's 3 or 5 done. Finish off the crime though. There we go. Now we just need to find 2 more corrupt cops. Plan to stealth but started blasting. Red Hood and stealth don't really mix very well, to be fair. So we need to look for another yellow marker, essentially. And that will give us some more corrupt cops. If I remember correctly. This is where fast travel may work against us, to be fair. There's corrupt cops up there, isn't there? There's going to be police officers up there. I can't fast travel though, because we didn't unlock it yet. And I wasn't planning to. There's no other ones nearby. Not by the looks of it, is there? I think obviously we need to go to different areas for it to show up. Let's take a walk, because once we get to a different area it will show different crimes. So we need to move a little bit. There we go, one's now showing up on the map. So that's the one we want. Just needed to move out of the area a little bit more for it just to show what we needed up. Turning radius on this bike isn't very good, to be fair. Too much traffic on the road. Come on, out of the way. Corrupt police officers to stop. Why did you brake so suddenly, taxi? No indicators, anything there. Okay, where's the crime? Up there. Right, so we'll scan these guys. We need 2 detectives, basically. One there. Shooter. Okay, these are the final ones we need then. There's only a few of them, to be honest.
You and I both know this is a good deal. Hey,
Nice stealth takedown. We may be able to stay stealth for a minute, to be fair. Is it just the 2 left? It might be, actually. Another detective dealt with. That's all the police done. We can now head to the hideout.
Copy. I'll pass on the word.
Why don't I get what voice text chat? Why do I need voice text chat? I talk in stream.
Got it.
Evil Morty, good evening, by the way. How are you? Yeah, I don't know what you mean by voice text chat. Because I'm talking in stream, it's not something I'd need. Okay, we're heading to the hideout. It's quite a long way away. Yeah, I've never even looked or thought about getting that. I don't see how it'd help me. Yeah, I do need to turn around. So we're heading to the hideout. We'll get past the cars, I think. I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad at all. How are you? Yeah, I don't know what you mean by... I know what voice text chat is, but I don't know how it would help us. Okay. Although we're going away from where we're heading, this will actually get us there. Heading to the hideout. I'm hoping we've got enough time to finish the hideout mission. Half an hour left of the stream. We should have enough time. But I'm okay, thank you. Half an hour should be plenty of time to get this mission done. This is the downside to not having unlocked the fast travel, because we did in the base game. I didn't think we needed to unlock it in New Game Plus, but actually it would speed things up immensely if we had unlocked it. It's a bit late now. If we can't go back to the base game for trophy hunting come the end of the New Game Plus story, then it may be something we're going to have to look at to speed up the trophy hunting, to be fair. 20% faster than a traffic card. It is quicker, but it seems slower once you're at full speed. When you're getting up to speed, it's fairly quick. I don't know, it's just the way it feels is slower once you get up to full speed. But yes, it's faster than all the cars as well. Brakes are very, very sharp as well. You don't want to be braking suddenly because they're extremely sharp. Okay, we are getting that. It's a bit of a journey, to be fair. It's the other side of the map, to be fair. Okay, over the bridge, and then it's just the top right hand corner. We haven't got too far to go. I do sometimes look at the arrow that's on the map to show us where we're heading, and think it's encouraging us to drive on the wrong side of the road, strangely. Kind of in the middle, but surely it's just been outside. That's the jump and a half. I forgot about that quick jump down. Okay. We are here. Let me get some clips for the video. No worries, Luna. Right, we've got to deal with these guys. Obviously, we can just jump in and kill everyone. There's barrels and stuff. Do you know what? Let's just jump in.
Better make sure I clean up everything. What's going on?
I don't mind running in with Redhood. I know we can generally handle ourselves, to be fair. Do need to do grab strikes as well if we want the bonus. That's a nice move. Right, we need grab strikes, which we can grab once they are yellow to orange health. So like that one there. Okay, second grab strike, that means we've guaranteed the bonus then for ourselves. Bonus rewards gained.
I've still got a job. Damn it.
I do like the electricity on the fist now, and the melee attacks, that's quite good. Okay. We're going to scan and find evidence of a cover-up. There's an owl mask there.
The court mask.
There we go.
I knew it. Belfry, tell Montoya she was right. The cops were covering up stuff for the court.
Affirmative. Montoya says she has it covered from here.
Montoya has it covered. Crime resolved as well. Criminal in hiding.
An urgent message from Penguin. Please return as soon as possible.
Penguin now wants to talk to us. See you soon. Yep, we got the mask. No, it hasn't got a camera. It just we can scan it as evidence. Right, back to the Belfry it is. Penguin has urgent news. It wasn't a trap. It was the evidence we needed to give to Detective Montoya so she can get a warrant for Jacob Kane. Right, we need to listen to Penguin's message.
New information on board.
I helped you. Now you gotta help me. My family found out about our little chat. They're out for blood. Please, you gotta get over here before they...
Penguin is in trouble.
They've got Penguin pinned down at the Iceberg Lounge.
Right, let's go. I'm off to see Penguin. Again. The mission at the hideout wasn't the one I thought it was, actually, to be fair. That's why I was curious how much time we had left and whether we get it done. Yeah, it wasn't the one I expected. I thought it was. So Iceberg Lounge is where we're heading. Not too far away, to be fair. Okay, Iceberg Lounge is just the other side of this building. And there's the roof of it. There we go. Let's enter the Iceberg Lounge and see what's happened to Penguin. Obviously we know, but the character walks like a Chad. What's a Chad? I've not heard of that. Do you like the new melee with the electro though? That's quite good. Not really, you had that before, I don't think. Giga Chad. Yeah, I don't know what Chad is though. Supreme Being. Oh, okay.
Damn it. Who did
Everyone's
this?
been taken out here. And Penguin's trapped by the sounds of things. Right, let's quickly go in and get a chest. We're here anyway. We don't really need the ingredients unless it gives us stuff for legendary, which we'll get sooner rather than later, I think, the way it's going. I don't think we've got a legendary anything for so far from Redhood, but I think we should be close to getting some. Okay, let's go and see Penguin. He is calling out. And there is Cobblepot. Oh, just very strong. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd not heard that Chad word before. Maybe it's my age.
I know it ain't worth much to say this, but it was either you or me.
Got in the room.
And frankly, it'll always be me.
How should I be going live like YouTube in the studio? It says trying to connect to the application of the stream one, so I go live from YouTube or the app. Gen Zing. Oh, okay. You go live from you. Well, yeah, you go live from YouTube. You're streaming from PC, aren't you, Luna? I'm not too sure how that works compared to PS5 or PS4, to be fair as well. But yeah, I think you go live from the actual from the YouTube thing, I think. Yeah, PC. I'm not too sure how you do it on that, to be honest. Oh, I remember this, mate. So we did this before. We were Batgirl for this previously. The Labyrinth that will kill you.
What the hell is this place anyway?
And if you die, you restart. And there are pictures of what happens when you die. So we're going to try and do this without dying the first time round, if we can.
I'm cut off.
Yeah, I remember this. I ran straight forward here and got hit very quickly. Right, where are the holes in the walls? Wasn't that bit. I know there's things that fire at you if you're not careful. These things. There you go. Notification was sending out. That could just be a YouTube issue, to be fair. Notifications only get sent out if people have rung the bell. Right. We'll crouch because obviously it keeps us below.
What just happened?
Well, it keeps us below any spikes and stuff that come out. It's a bit slower, but it does keep us, mean we're not going to die. Unlike Batgirl. If I remember correctly, there's a fire as well and spinning blades and stuff to deal with. This I might go a bit quicker. Right. We obviously need to avoid the spinning blades. One hit, we're dead and we have to restart. So ideally, don't get hit by the blades. Right, I got hit. I was trying to think of the best way. That's what happens when you die in the labyrinth. You're back to the beginning of the labyrinth. And also it's a fun picture of what happened to you. So I think it's quite amusing. Look, a little picture of what actually happened to us.
Nice
We'll try not to repeat that again.
For all your guests?
Sliced and diced. Right, there's going to be spikes here. Oh, the maze isn't as long though. I didn't realise that in the first go round. Right. Want to follow. There you go. We just have to stay crouched, basically. I didn't realise that was the way to do it. Stay crouched, they can't hurt you. Why is the photo of you? Trophy Fanatic, good evening, how are you? So the photo is when you die in the labyrinth, it's how you got killed previously. That's why there's a photo. Okay.
Oh, screw this.
That's a dead end. For all that, we get to a dead end. The Labyrinth can be tricky to find a way out, to be fair. Right. Although it's a dead end, it's not. We've gone back to a different part. So these are flames. Obviously, we can only want to walk on the things where the flames aren't going. So don't do that. Take a look at abuse of a guy on Discord. Oh really? Which was it on my Discord or a different one?
What?
It's on mine. I'll let me know and I'll deal with it. No one in you for me though. Oh okay.
Can I get a copy for my wall?
I was hoping you said that. If someone in my community was doing that, I wouldn't be too pleased. Hope you're okay though, Trace Fanatic. Yeah, abuse is one of the hardest things to deal with. But you've just got to keep doing you. Right, dead end, let's turn back. This should get us back to the fire bit. I'll be a bit more careful this time. I'm crouching because of obviously the spikes, although we haven't seen any for a little bit now. Thanks for the like, it was much appreciated. Right, look out for the black on the floor, that's the bits to avoid. That's where the fire comes down. Can't remember how many parts to this labyrinth there were, to be fair. I think we died like 3 or 4 times with Batgirl doing this. Okay, it's memory time. School end, you're free now. Nice, Issa. Let's head right. Right.
What the hell?
That's Redhood being killed by looks of things. I'm staying low because obviously I'm waiting for the spikes to happen. It's definitely easier to avoid the spikes if you stay low the whole time. Bat signal. You got a 1 hour walk to get home. That's horrendous. For someone who's been passive aggressive a lot for a long time and to get a step too far from this one. Oh really? Yeah, you don't need people like that, Trophy Fanatic, at the end of the day. Okay, I'll say that, there's no more spikes. I don't want to suddenly get caught out by spikes and die, so as well I was crouching a lot, but actually it doesn't seem to be as many anymore. To the right again, I think. If I can keep an eye on the walls, I know when the spikes are.
That's messed up.
That was very messed up. Still no spikes though, so we can stay off crouching for the minute. What have we got here? A Lazarus Pit. So obviously with Batgirl, her visions were a lot different to what Redhood's seeing. Redhood's visions are a lot darker than Batgirl's were. It's actually him killing the bat in the Lazarus Pit. Wow. Yeah, his memories are different. I'm not too bad, thank you.
Not anymore.
Not too bad at all.
What just happened?
Right, stop. If I remember correctly, it might be very close to the end of the labyrinth now. There is a door there. But yeah, I didn't realise the memories would change depending on the character, so actually seeing him, Redhood, beating up Batman in the Lazarus Pit, that's very weird indeed. But we've finally escaped the labyrinth there. We have now. End of the day, people like that are losing their fan and their friends. Oh, absolutely, Luna. Okay, this was a puzzle. We did solve this pretty quickly last time.
Is it over? Am I out?
So we just need to solve the puzzle. Now, if I remember correctly, we just need to follow that pattern, don't we? So, I'm looking for the first one, which is there.
Right.
First one done. And now we're looking for that one. It is time though. Where's the next? Oh, it could be one on the floor. It's not that one. I've messed it up massively.
Don't think that's right.
No, it wasn't right. I know what I did wrong. Right, the red one's there.
God damn it.
Oh, there's Talons. You got these guys coming after you if you get it wrong. A lot easier if they stay in one place together, these two. There we go, that makes life easy when they're together like that. One left to take out. There we go, Talons are down. Okay, so we're going to look at the symbol. So the symbol 1 is actually there. The second symbol we need is there. I completely forgot that's where it was. So, straight across. No, it's not. Wrong one. It's actually this one. I completely forgot what symbol it was. I think it's this one. No, it's not. It's this one. I keep changing my mind, I know. I think I'm going to be out of time again. Mousy one. Yeah, I ran out of time. Try this again, shall we? I don't know why I'm being so indecisive. The first time we did this puzzle, it's really simple. This time I've been really indecisive, and I don't know why. That one done. One more to go, and it's the one up here. Puzzle solved. That's how easy that puzzle was, but I was just really indecisive this time. Trying to set stuff, trying to get set stuff up to go live in a second. Yeah, it's different kettle of fish when you're streaming from PC. Console. Because console does it all for me automatically. Obviously I have to fill in the YouTube side afterwards, but most of it's done automatically.
They must have gassed the whole damn place.
Still can't scan. I'll just see if there's anything to do with that statue, to be fair. Now, Talons. While I had these two down, I was trying to get some shots, and I may have just tried to do that a little bit too quickly, to be fair. Double hit that. It's always nice when you get more than one of them hit with your concussive attack, because it does make life a little bit easier in terms of knocking them out. Right, I've got a bit worried. Be careful now, because obviously we just did get poisoned there. There we go. Once they're both knocked down together, that makes life a lot easier. Until he runs out of bullets, obviously. Missed and missed. There we go, Talon down. Okay, through the next chamber we go. We'll get there. We're running out of time for tonight's stream, to be fair. But we should get out of the labyrinth, I think. Fine. You know what's happening next? More Talons. Okay, if we get to... I want to be able to have all the Talons in one direction, so it does make life so much easier. So I'm too high there. There we go. Obviously that one didn't catch it, so we got that one and that one, there we go. Should really use momentum, shouldn't I, more?
I'm done.
Turret. I think they will attack the turret, to be fair. There we go. Turret didn't really last very long against the Talons. They took it out very quickly. I need to reload, I've got no bullets left again.
Lock and load.
Okay, just what I just noticed is for the bonus we need to defeat enemies with our momentum moves. That's one at least. I'm not going to be able to get the bonus because I'm going to take these out before we get a chance to get another momentum move. Maybe not actually. Wrong one. Yeah, we found it, the momentum bonus, because the momentum just worn off just as we did that. More incoming. Well, they're saying that, we've got time. Okay, we need to stun them and quickly use momentum on them. Oh, we didn't know, he didn't give it to us. I wanted it was worth a try to see if we get the bonus, but it doesn't matter that we didn't. It would have been nice to get the bonus, but it's only supplies as such.
Damn
Not
holes,
the end
just
of the world.
keep going.
Do you know Undertale? Good evening, Swap Sands. How are you? I don't know Undertale. To be fair, I've not heard that name. The Labyrinth isn't quite over. We've got about 10 more minutes left of the stream. We should finish this in that time, I would say. Good. What? Oh, do you mean you're good? Or good that I haven't heard of it?
Redhood, the court of owls has sentenced you to die.
Big guy to deal with. Obviously we need to break his shield. We'll be a little bit careful about pressing the attack, because if we press it too much, so we will get hit. We can also break his shield. Shield broken. Shield's only broken for a limited time though. Decent amount of hits in though. Just trying to heal to be fair. We did stop some of that healing. Down his attack. Still broken again. Oh, we took a little bit of a hit there. That's the only problem with these things. You press the attack a little bit too much, you get counter attack, and obviously that's not a good thing. I'll be a bit careful how much I press the attack. But he's getting lower. To be fair, I think we're going to go for the grab in a second. The grab. We're okay against them. We were taking a few hits. Whenever we push the attack, the counter attack, do some damage. I think the statue's coming down. We've got statues as support. That's the way to take him out.
Please let that be a way out.
Okay. Why can't we just climb up that bit? Yeah.
Guess that's how they changed the rooms around.
It is indeed how they change the rooms. Where are we heading? That's where we've been. Let's go this way. Trying to catch my bearings and see where we're heading. I'm not too worried about the bonus. We'll just go full in. Mainly because I know we're running out of time, so I don't want to take ages to take out an area that I know is quite quick in general to deal with. These don't take long to take out if you focus on them. Being hidden and trying to get the bonus for that I don't think is a good idea. I'm looking how much time we have left today. So obviously we need to finish the mission before we can finish, so and I can't in the evening streams I can't really extend too much because the drowsiness kicks in, so
got it. Now to find a way across.
That will be the way across. Scan the fuel tank.
Thanks. It'd be a shame if something happened to the
Oh, we've got to do these, don't we? The actual marker it's telling you to hit is slightly off. Here we go. Another leap of faith for him there. Okay, get out of these tunnels.
So damn cold.
That might be why. It's trying to run. Okay, let's actually wait for it to turn itself off, shall we? Go. There's me trying to rush it a little bit too much there. Okay, this is the lab.
He looks important. I bet he'd love to tell me all about his project.
Don't want to kill him, we need to take him alive.
Talk.
There we go, let's get an interrogation so we can get some information.
What is this place?
We prepped the volunteers here for Project Goliath. It's a Talon deployment.
Volunteers? The dead can't consent to
I definitely need to use momentum abilities more than I have been. I just forget to use a lot of the time.
Thanks. I'm going to knock you out now.
Okay. We've got to open the gate.
God, you're making a whole Talon army. They could take over the entire city with this.
And that's the lift to go back up to the surface. Although, not quite as simple as that. We've got one more fight to deal with. This is the coffin room. About to get seen. No, they turned their back on us again. That was a bonus. Go around the side there, I wanted to get to. It doesn't matter if we do get seen, there's no bonus with being not seen. but it just stays a big old fight for the minute. There will be a big fight in a second anyway, from what I remember, because we're going to have to deal with a couple of big guys.
How did you get in?
There we go. Any more for any more? Oh look, here comes the Talons. These Talons have slightly different weapons than some of the others. The fact that they can throw poison at us. One down, one to go. I think we'll save, for the minute, we will save our drone gun until the next attack. If I remember correctly, there's only big guys in a short, 2 big guys to deal with in a minute. Unless that's changed. I'll just give us a little bit of an option. When there's 2 big guys, trying to avoid both of them can be tough.
Right. These things are in stasis. But if I overload the cooling system, it would stop them.
Let's override the hibernation controls. More enemies incoming. To be fair, Talons, once you stun them, Talons don't take many hits to take out. But it is just trying to stop them hitting you with that poison as much as you can. One down. One down there. Can we get one down more here? No, yes we did. I thought it was going to recover from us first, but it didn't. Right, I think it's second control this time. More Talons. Obviously we're now being blocked in our room, our area we can move to. Didn't really want to go behind that. It's kind of left me a little bit vulnerable to them, but I think we're okay. Wouldn't ideally want to split them that way, so you can keep them in one direction. It does make life a lot easier. Easy, yeah, it's definitely easy to take them on if all in one direction. Don't reload. Right, we've got one left to deal with. So that one can't hit me for anything, so that's a bonus. Okay, Talon taken care of. Now we can override the controls. And now the big guys are here, which is this is what I knew were coming. That's why I've saved our drone. I think he just smashed it in one though, no? No, he didn't. Oh, he did just smash it in one. That didn't work. So from that was keep at least one of them busy for a minute. Because you've got to avoid both of them and break shields before you attack. So that worked pretty well. Wasted our momentum because I moved whilst doing momentum, so obviously you don't get the full effect. He died in the back of the head with these. Stupid move. Completely wasted that momentum. To be fair, we're doing okay against them. I was trying to focus on one instead of the other. And I think if you only focus on one, obviously, it's a little bit easier to get one down. Be careful when the other one attacks you from behind, really. That one's now healing himself. Not really ideal. Let's use a gold momentum move. I don't know how to do this. Yeah, that momentum move's weird. And I can't seem to get it to work, personally. It's probably something I've not done right. I need to have a proper look at how we control that momentum move. Okay, they have done some damage, we're okay. I was expecting this to be a tough fight, to be fair. Just because the two of them together is a tough fight in general. So it's lived up to that expectation. We've made some mistakes when it comes to fighting in terms of we've missed a few attacks we probably shouldn't have missed. There we go. Don't need to worry about the bonus too much. We have leveled up as well to 36, 4 levels off max level. The whole place is coming down around us. Well, they can't go anywhere if they're frozen. Just beating you two. That's the way to do it. And that is us finishing that mission. We've got about a couple of minutes left and that's all of tonight's stream. Talons are free though, that's something to worry about.
Holy shit, I made it out.
Redhood, are you there? Your signal just
We'll all head to the Belfry once we stop talking, and then that should be an auto-save as well.
I read you, Belfry. It's good to hear your voice.
Thank God. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm in one piece.
Just
Come
about.
back to the Belfry as soon as you can.
Okay, Belfry it is. And that will just be us over for this evening. We are back tomorrow morning with 3 hours, just over 3 hour stream tomorrow morning for more Gotham Knights New Game Plus. So we should hopefully get, if not the whole story for New Game Plus done, or the majority anyway tomorrow morning. Just let us finish doing what it's doing. But also we need the save point.
The Talons, the Labyrinth, all punishment for exposing the court.
To think Jacob Kane ever thought we could be on the same side.
The Labyrinth wasn't just meant to kill us. The court wanted to get in our heads.
It might have worked.
We'll be okay, Tim.
Will we? Batman didn't kill people, but where would he stand on soldiers lining up to be reborn as these monsters?
I used to be dead. You think I'm the monster?
We have one setback. And this is where you go, Tim? Murder?
I get steering him away from killing people, but the Labyrinth was more than a setback, Babs.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here. You're not Bruce. None of you are.
Enough! Gotham practically lined up to kill Batman. Every time Bruce came home, bloodied, near death, I patched him up. Just as I now do for you. He was often angry, but he never stooped to their level. And neither
Alfred always has a point, doesn't he?
Alfred's right. Batman had a code. No matter how tough this gets, we can't betray it.
The court is made up of Gotham's founding families. They'll protect their own like only family will.
They may be related, but they aren't family. Not like we are.
The evidence we uncovered against Kane at the hotel is pretty much bulletproof.
Then our best course of action isn't war, it's prosecution.
I don't think Kane's gonna honor a warrant.
He will if we help the cops serve it.
The same cops currently gunning for every cape in Gotham?
I can think of at least one still on our side.
Robin's got a point. We have got someone on our side. Detective Montoya.
I put some new info on the board.
There we go. So, we are out of time for today. We'll have a quick look on gear. I want to know if we achieved... We haven't... It's a heroic rarity. I think that may be better than what we're using, the new night suit. We'll have a proper look first thing tomorrow morning before we go too far in terms of any upgrades we could do. I want legendary gear, and we haven't quite got any yet. We got it quite early for Nightwing, but currently we're still waiting to get anything for Redhood. Ability-wise as well, we have unlocked the new momentum. This is our Spoil Sport Reload. Redhood jumps backwards, releasing explosive magazines. Ammunition is also reloading. We did use it accidentally a few times, to be fair. This was one I was struggling with. We just got to lock on the enemies and shoot some mystical ren that would hit all targets causing massive damage. Hold R2 to shoot. That's what I wasn't doing. I wasn't holding it. I was pressing it and nothing happened. So we just need to press R2, hold it R2 to shoot it. So I will try and use that tomorrow morning stream as well. But unfortunately, we are out of time. This is guaranteed we've got to save. And the easiest way of doing that, I think, is to change our suit. There we go. Auto save kicked in. But that is us out of time for this evening, I'm afraid. Like I say, we're back tomorrow morning for about 3.5 hours of Gotham Knights. Hopefully finish New Game Plus. Or get just about fully done tomorrow morning. That's the plan. But thank you all very much for joining us. As always, thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. We're back tomorrow morning for Gotham Knights New Game Plus. We're also back Saturday evening for The Witcher as we continue our slow playthrough of The Witcher on Saturday evening. And if we don't see you for the rest of the week, have a good weekend, and hopefully we'll see you in a live stream very soon. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.